hell.
So Piers Morgan's getting a lot of backlash and shit. I never liked Piers Morgan, to be real with you, so I could care less.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
And now Tevin Campbell's people are trying to get at Jack Wild White.
Oh boy,
Yo,
Mike was good.
chilling, man.
Yo.
What about y'all? What's good with y'all?
Chilling.
Feel that.
Just enjoying this Thursday morning, close to the weekend, thank God.
Tell me about it.
It's all good, TT. It's all good.
You didn't want no smoke. That's why you didn't show up. Admit it. You didn't want no smoke. That's why you didn't show up.
Mac and cheese and
like,
chicken.
I'm glad you didn't show up. You know what Sam said?
Y'all saw it. A lot of dope movies are coming out this weekend too.
You were sleep. You sleep when you up. You sleep. So it wouldn't have made a difference. Name is Gigolo.
What's up, Miss Gigolo? Yeah, Halloween, man. My favorite time of the year, next to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same.
But it's bittersweet because that's when everyone wants to start focus on Christmas as soon as November 1st hit.
Yeah.
I remember back when I was little, we celebrated Christmas once December 1st started, not October 20 something. I don't know.
Facts.
No, not yet.
You said what?
I said you said it stopped focusing on Christmas?
Yeah, you know the whole materialism bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Hugh said, "What do you think about the Joker movie?" People said it was bad.
I ain't see
Well,
it
we
yet.
got a review coming up. We got a review
I can't
coming.
tell how it felt if I ain't see it.
Yeah, once Trout watches it, that's when I'm gonna talk about it.
You went to see it, right?
I saw it the first night,
Oh wow.
and I got a lot to say about the movie. That's all I'm gonna say.
My whole thing is why making a musical? Like they didn't need to do that.
Facts. I
think
agree.
that's what turned people off. It's not making no money at all. It could have just been a regular sequel, and DC wanted to be all fancy and like, oh, let's have Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix sing.
And the
I'm
best
sorry.
song. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
And the best song on the movie is not even on the soundtrack. The cover of "What the World Needs Now." That pissed me off. I was like, "Damn, this shit is not even on the soundtrack and shit." Fuck.
Joker don't sing, man. Like I don't understand that. Like, you know, like Lady Gaga is one thing, but Joker don't sing.
Hey, they try to do some different shit.
You know, so
They trying to do some different.
they didn't need to do that. That was not now they're gonna be like, yo, we fucked up on that.
Then now they're trying to redo the next Joker 3 2026. Watch.
Oh, God.
Mm,
No, no.
nah, I'm not going to see that. Fuck you.
What when I first saw the trailer, and then once I found out Lady Gaga was, I was like, nah, It. Don't get me wrong, she's a fine actress, but for Harley Quinn, no, I'm sorry, I just don't see her and Joaquin Phoenix chemistry. I just don't see it.
Right.
Hey yo, Mike. I don't know if
Yeah,
you have a good. I don't know if you have a good ass mic with my speakers loud though, but I think my speakers loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, but your mic, you
okay.
got clear ass mic. You doing it from your laptop or your phone this time?
Phone.
That's what's up. Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lady Gaga's a dope actress though, but her and Joaquin just don't have a lot of chemistry. To be real with you. Uh, excuse me.
That's wild.
What else is going on before I start?
Did you see the Diddy documentary that came out? Another one?
You mean the one on Tubi, the indictment?
Nah, the one with Torre and Ray J of all people was on it. I don't know why.
Nah,
Because
nah.
because
Send me that
whatever
one.
he says is credible. Huh?
When the hell did he have so much power? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I have no idea. Ray J was on it. I don't know why he was on there. And they had like one of the like they had like R. Kelly's accusers. Like some of them was on there, but they were
Oh Lord.
saying like there's similarities to what R. Kelly did and Diddy. And they had the chick that was like one of the accusers. She had like red hair, and she was like how
Yeah,
she seen Diddy and Cassie like argue in front of her.
I swear these people kill me when they
Yeah,
say, "Oh, I seen Diddy whoop Cassie's ass and shit like that," but y'all didn't say
yeah.
shit to help. Y'all didn't say
It
shit at
was
the
on
time.
ABC. It was an ABC News documentary about Diddy. So they had their own version.
Oh wow. See that one I did
You
not
know,
see.
yeah. Torre was on there. He was like the host, and they got like footage of Diddy in the studio with Cassie when they were making Cassie's album. And what's his name was right like sitting right there. Ryan Leslie. I'm like, how do you have your ex girlfriend with Diddy, and you sitting right there in the studio like a dumbass? You know, this is the
That
same
would not
man that stole Cassie from you. You know what I'm saying?
that would not be me. That's what I'm going to say. That
Yeah,
would not be me.
yeah, it's crazy.
Also, J Cole dropped a new song and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't hear it yet.
Me neither.
Nah, they
He's
didn't
talking about.
mention. I think well, Tupac's family's going after him, but they didn't mention the Biggie and Diddy and Pac.
They should have been one after him
Yeah,
like years ago. I'm just gonna say this, like it's just crazy. I'm not the Diddy fan. I like what he did to the game, for better or for worse, but it just astonishes me how 1 year ago this nigga was celebrated, getting
mm.
honors from BET Awards and the VMAs, and now 1 year later it's just like this is old legacy defamed and shit like that. That's
And,
crazy.
and and what did I tell you all? Remember last year? Remember last year when y'all came on? Was it last year or year before last? When he got the BT award?
The year before
When was that?
last.
Year before
The year
last,
before
and
last.
and Mark Nash was on here, and you all swore up and down, oh, Diddy's a legend, blah blah blah. And I told y'all even 2 years ago what was gonna happen. I told y'all this shit was gonna happen. I told y'all
Who's
he is a
y'all?
fucking legend, and this solidifies it. He will never be in the Rock and Hall of Fame for this shit. I'm telling you, if he had any chance, it's gone now. Same thing with R. Kelly.
They were gonna invite R. Kelly regardless,
You
honestly.
know, BJ too. BJ was on here. He was pleading, "Oh, Diddy's a legend." Where's BJ now? I don't see him. He now he believed what I was telling him 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Every day I get like something about Diddy from him. I'm like, oh, now you believe me when I was telling you this in 2022 that he ain't no fucking legend. He was like, oh, you bugging. I'm like, all right, see. Then you see how shit play out.
That's crazy. It's like once Cassie came out,
For
it was
years
the
we've been
beginning
hearing
of
it.
the
Like
end.
since the '90s. Remember, Wendy Williams was saying this since the '90s that about how him and Mace was gay and they were doing parties together and shit. We heard about this since the '90s. It's nothing new. You know what I mean? They try to silence Wendy.
Oh, and Jamie Foxx is coming out with a new stand-up special. He's going to talk about why he actually got fucked up. Allegedly, he's going to mention Diddy.
Oh man, is he?
Wow.
Allegedly, that's what I heard.
Of course he
But
is,
that's
and
enough.
he a part of this
That's
shit.
enough. Cause he, that's enough Diddy talk for now. I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Yep, yep, yep.
What's up? You? Oh, I like your Ghostbusters jacket, yo.
Yeah, right.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to another movie review. Excuse me. This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try in the building with me.
Yo,
I got my homeboy Mike in the building with me too. How you doing?
What's good, yo?
Today, we've been talking about this for months. This is the beginning of our Ghostbusters month. And we're gonna kick it off where it first started, 1984, June 8th to be exact. This is a cultural milestone and everything. It was distributed by Columbia Records. It was, excuse me, directed by Evan Whitman, produced by him as well too, and it was written by Dan Ackroyd and Harold Ramis. I mean, how did you guys get into Ghostbusters?
Mike, you wanna go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. How I got into it, man. Ghostbusters is like one of my favorite movies. I think I put that in like the top like 100 or 200 movies of all time. Um, 1984 was a good year for movies. Like you had Beverly Hills Cop, you had
Yeah,
Gremlins came out that same year. Yeah, a bunch of a slew of movies that came out that year. But yeah, Ghostbusters to me will always be a classic movie. I didn't care honestly, I didn't really care too much for the second one. Didn't really
Really?
care for the no, no,
Wow.
I didn't. I'm a
Yeah.
I'm a rewatch it,
oh
but
no.
I when I watched it once, I didn't really care for it. I didn't really care for the second one. But once I watched the remake, the 2016 one, I hated that one even more. I didn't like none of the remakes, really.
Oh wow.
I saw what was that one? I think it was Afterlife or something like
Afterlife.
that.
Yeah, that was the sequel.
That one I kind of liked,
Uh,
but the other one, Frozen Empire, I haven't seen that one yet.
yeah.
So
Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah, Ghost, yeah. So it's the first one always gonna be number one for me.
Yeah. I mean, I saw this on VHS back in the day. Like, I remember my mom bought it on VHS, and then I saw it, and I fell in love with it. Like, I just thought it was just funny. It was like a comedic sci-fi slash horror. You know, just seeing like how the stunts at that time that they did. And filming it in New York City, and Bill Murray was already like, him and Dan Aykroyd was like, funny on SNL, and you know, having Winston come in. See, I'm wearing my Winston shirt today. Winston Zedmore having Winston come into the mix, and all four of them were like hilarious. And then you had Annie Potts as Janine, and Sigourney Weaver plays Dana, and she gets
Mm.
but we're not doing the movie review now, right? We're just doing the soundtrack.
No, we're gonna do both the movie and the soundtrack.
We're doing that both at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like having Dana get possessed by the demon dogs, and she became a Gozer, and Rick Moranis was hilarious in that film, and he gets
Man,
possessed, and he was like with the key master or some shit like that, and I just thought it was just a hilarious film, and like Mike said, like that's always been one of my favorite films all time. Like no matter what decade we were in, it was I always went back to it. You know what I'm saying? Then I actually went to see part two when that came out in what was that, 88 that came out. I went to the movie. I went to that was in the summertime. I went to see that film and ended up buying the soundtrack as well, and I loved it. I think the first two were like the best in the series, and even after part two, like I wanted a sequel, and we never knew at that time we didn't have the internet, so we never knew why they never came out with a sequel. Why it took so long? But when Afterlife came out, I thought it was a good like homage um to Egon, and how they did it, and connecting the universe again, and that the reboot was okay. I saw it. I didn't. There was the problem with that was it was no connection to the originals. But I thought Jenny McCarthy and Leslie Jones was hilarious in that film. I think they had the best scenes together.
right.
They even had they brought back Bill Murray in another role that he had like a cameo in that. They had the it was like a balloon, a haunted balloon with like the symbol of the Ghostbusters on it. You know what I mean? Like so, I thought it was decent. I think if everything connected, if they were in the same universe with the original films, I think it would have done much better. But I thought it was good. I don't think it was a bad remake. It was just something different. Like this version is like all females, and they can always connect them to the universe later on. They can always bring them back and connect them, in another sequel later on. But um, this has always been like one of my favorites, in the '80s, and I've seen it, thousands of times, and it's just been great.
Definitely, definitely been great. Um, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Of course, I was not born when the movie came out, but I'm gonna be real. I got into the movies based on the cartoon series, which we're gonna talk about in the next 2 weeks, as one of y'all know. And as Ghostbusters has always been one of those movies that started off a whole kind of like style of movies, like at the time too. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with the Ghostbusters, they combine comedy and horror, a little bit of drama here and there, but at the same time, it was like a feel good at the end of the day. And pretty much, and I was talking to this about Try earlier. With me watching the whole franchise for most of the time and stuff like that, people forget before the show, before it became like popular, the first Ghostbusters got away with like a lot more risque jokes at the time. I feel like after the first Ghostbusters, they kind of polished it up a little bit. The second Ghostbusters was good. I love second Ghostbusters too, but
And
the first Ghostbusters had like a more raw edge to it. Like the blowjob scene alone. I mean that that's the that's the crazy shit right there. I mean, now let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this: Ghostbusters 1 and 2 or Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2?
Ghostbusters for me.
Oh,
Hmm. Okay.
damn,
What
that's
about
that's tough. That's tough. I mean, oh wow. That I for once I'm slump. I'm kind of wow. Um, by a margin, I'm gonna have to say Ghostbusters by a margin.
okay? Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with
Ghostbusters for
Ghostbusters.
me definitely because I mean, Cop Two was it was good. I don't think it was on the same level as part one, but it's like part two for Ghostbusters to me was on the same level as part one. You know, and the soundtrack was just great. You know what I'm saying? So Ghostbusters for me over Beverly Hills Cop.
I
Okay.
like this. I like the soundtrack of Cop Two.
Oh,
I
Cop.
will
Oh, that
say that. I will say that Beverly Hills Cop Two.
the best soundtrack from the Ghostbusters franchise. I'm gonna be real with you. And you got Bobby Brown, Run DMC. I mean, come on, man. Yes.
Yeah.
So Ghostbusters was inspired by Dan Aykroyd's fascination with like ghosts and the paranormal and everything like that too. So he began like researching certain stuff like that, like in the '80s and everything like that. And he wrote the script, and he wanted Eddie Murphy originally to play Ernie Hudson's character, but at that time Eddie Murphy was very busy with, of course, Beverly Hills Cop 1, and of course Delirious, recording his album and shit like that too. So, and he originally also wanted John Belushi to be in the movie as well too, but John Belushi, of course, passed away in 1982. So they had Slimer, which was supposed to have been like John Belushi's spirit in the movie and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which I didn't know about until I researched it. That was kind of interesting. And so,
Okay.
of course, both of them out and everything like that too. That's when he went into Bill Murray, and pretty much, Bill Murray, he was already coming fresh off his run and everything from SNL and everything like that too. And of course, he was in Caddyshack a couple years ago, and pretty much, he ad-libbed a lot of his material in this movie, which you can pretty much tell and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So, we can talk about the cast right here. Now that we're speaking, we got Bill Murray as Peter and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Probably my favorite character in the movie. Like Peter just did not take no shit from no one. That's what I fucking liked about him. Then you had Dan Aykroyd as Ray and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Dan Aykroyd always puts in 2 cents, and he always does his thing in the movies and shit like that too. So he's like the expert. He pretty much like the childlike one, but with the more of an expert on the paranormal shit. And then he had Sigourney Weaver as Dana, who's like Peter's love interest and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? From what I looked up, she pretty much wanted to do this movie because her earlier movies was a bit more like action orientated, and she wanted something a bit more lighthearted and stuff like that too. And then because she was an alien, like she was in Aliens and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the whole science fictiony paranormal was already in tune with her and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Harold Ramis, who played Egon and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much dope character as well too. And then you had Ernie Hudson, who played Winston and shit. He was pretty much introduced like towards like probably like 30 minutes into the movie. And then you had Rick Moranis as Louis Tully. You know what I'm saying? The nerdy neighbor of Dana. Rick Moranis, man, very, very dope actor and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I wish he was still doing more movie roles, but he took a break after the death of his wife at the time, so he mostly does like voiceover work and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you guys salute him for that. That's one thing. And you had Annie Potts as Janine, who was like the secretary and everything like that too, and like the person that people go to for advice. I mean, Janine always was just, oh my god, she always looked like she just didn't really give a fuck about the Ghostbusters. She just did her job and everything like that too.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Mhm.
finally you had um William Atherson, who played Walter Peck. Walter Peck was pretty much like the inspector and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I say there's no weak link in the cast. I feel like everybody in the cast pulled in there just doing the work and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, classic. classic ensemble. Um, yeah, man. When it came to this movie and everything like that too, this movie definitely, like I said, it set the tone for a lot of movies in the '80s and everything. And one thing I definitely liked about the movie was just the effects of the ghost. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for 1984, some of those effects and some of them scenes definitely screen like it definitely looked like they were done like years later, like in the '90s and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? What else about the movie? What else about the movie? What else about the movie? I mean, that's pretty much the whole history of the movie and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the fact that even though they were really trying to make this a more family friendly movie, but with the whole ad libbing and everything like that too, like from what I looked up in the original draft for like Bill Murray's character, there was a lot of sex jokes written on Peter Venkman's door and stuff like that too. And the director, even Whitman, he wanted a more family friendly movie, so he wrote the phrase "Venkman burned in hell" and everything like that on his door and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So let me ask y'all this: what are some of y'all favorite scenes in the movie?
My favorite scene, the library scene when
Yeah.
they got
Yes.
the call that there was a ghost in the library, and they go to it. It was like an older lady apparition, and Ray. I think it was like who was it, Ray and Egon. They go to try to scare it, and then like it just transformed into like a bigger like a monster ghost, and they went running out of there, and that was like one of my favorite scenes. And when you had when Dana goes in, when she first goes into her apartment, coming from work, and she realized that um she was hearing like a ghoulish voice, and she sees like slime on her fridge, opens the fridge door, and it's like a gateway to hell, and you know what I'm saying.
Right.
It was just crazy,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. And I think that was like one of the first times that um you see like like something was in her house, and the transformation began for her, and it's like so many scenes. The scene what's his name, Rick Moranis' character, when he was like he changed into the dog. He was like chasing the dog was chasing him through the park, and then like he got trapped by the at the restaurant, and everybody saw him get attacked by the dog or whatever. Like that scene, they filmed that scene in like Central Park, so that scene was like in Central Park when they filmed it. And there was like so many scenes, but that was like one of my favorites.
I can just picture them having a lot of fun doing that scene. To be real with you.
Like
Oh man.
it's funny.
One scene I definitely love was when they actually got their first mission and everything like that too. And pretty much it was just like um I definitely loved like how they shot, like how they directed that scene. You know what I'm saying? Them just doing their thing and everything. Because it was so fast paced. That's the thing about this
Man.
movie. It's very, very, very fast paced. Excuse me. And everything like that. So, you know what I'm saying? So I also like the scene when what's her name? Sigourney Weaver's character, Dana got possessed and Peter didn't know what to do and shit like that too. So Sigourney's Dana was definitely trying to get down with Peter and shit like that in the movie. And mind you, this was Peter was hitting on Dana
Right.
so many fucking times that she was turning him down so many times, and all of a sudden she got possessed, and that's when she was trying to jump on his bones, if you know what I mean. So I always like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just the whole movie. It's just iconic. It's all of it. All of it. I could watch this like 1,000 times and still never be bored with it.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just like it's just like one of those blockbusters. Because Mike, you definitely said 1984 was a great year for
Was
movies, and
yes.
yeah, and it was just like one of those blockbuster movies and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like just seeing that big ass ghost, just crashing down the city and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Just so monumental and everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, man, it might be my favorite movie from '84. To be real with you, I'm not gonna hold you.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah, I got shit. I got shit ton of movies from '84 that was like my favorites too.
Yeah, man. Hmm. Let me see. Let me see in this. There was another scene I did like from the movie and everything, and it was definitely like I do like the first scene with that, especially when they zoomed in on the lion and everything like that too. And Peter, Ray, and Egon definitely saw their first account in the library, which Try did mention that and stuff like that too. I did like that scene as well. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, definitely, definitely. So how would y'all rank this movie and whatnot?
Try you want to go first?
I can't hit. Is Reg breaking up? Like I'm hearing him in and out.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
That's weird.
I ain't hear what you all said.
What was the last thing you heard from me?
I heard Mike said something, but I didn't hear everything he said.
Oh, I pretty much said I did. I was reiterating what you said. How I like the library scene. This was my favorite movie from 1984.
Right.
One of those blockbuster movies, some shit like that.
Hmm.
And then
Okay.
I said, how
No, but
much would y'all
Mike said,
rank
"Do I
it?
want to go first?" But I didn't hear what.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I was
it's a
saying that you
classic.
want
I'm
to go
ranking it a
first.
10. Come on. What person is that? We're ranking it a 10. It is a 10, definitely. Like this is a movie that's been out for 40 years. And I think like every year I've seen it at least once or twice since 84. You know what I'm saying? It never gets old. Um I still feel the same way I do about it now, like I did in 84. You know what I'm saying? So if you can watch a movie or listen to an album for 40 years, that's the timeless thing. You know what I'm saying? And
All right.
just for that time in 84, like it was just not done. No movie was doing that, what they did in that film. You know what I'm saying? Like you had sci-fi films, but they wasn't doing Ghostbusting. So that was like the only film of its kind. Like even now, it's like they've never done other movies like that. Like that's the only when you think Ghostbusting, you think of that film, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? If you look at The Exorcist, it's still films in horror that they're trying to recreate The Exorcist to this day. You know what I'm saying? And they can't get it right. There's still films they trying to do what Jaws did back in the 80s and they can't get it right. You know what I'm saying? So this was like a film in its own lane, and the cast was great. And it had a little bit of everything. It was like a family film. It was funny. You had your scares. You had your sci-fi. Elements, and it was just great. I love it. So it's definitely a 10 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I rank it at a 10, my damn self, because I mean, like Try said, you had the comedy, you had the horror, you had the sci-fi, a little bit of drama here and there. Um, you talk about one of the most iconic. Well, not only the iconic movie, but iconic song too by Ray Parker Jr. too. Helps the movie too. Cast is pitch perfect.
Man.
I don't see Eddie Murphy in this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of glad that um Ernie Hudson was in this one instead of Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, Eddie Murphy, dope actor, very funny, but it he wouldn't have been like right for the role. But yeah,
I agree.
definite like 10 out of 10. Probably one of my top 250 movies of all time.
Oh yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10 all the way through. A movie that never gets old and everything like that too. I mean, the cast, the situation, the style of the movie. I mean, this is a perfect movie not just to watch in Halloween, but just all around and stuff like that. So I definitely agree with Shaw when he says it's a classic all the way throughout. Now, let's get to the soundtrack and shit. I didn't expect to be finished with this early though, but fuck it.
Mhm.
All right. So the soundtrack, the Ghostbusters soundtrack for number one, this shit came out. Pull up the date. Give me 1 second. June 8th, 1984, which pretty much was like I want to say it came out a couple. Oh, it came out the same day as the movie. Oh wow, okay, came out the same day because most soundtracks would come out like a couple weeks before the movie, so that's something different. It was known for, of course, it was known for that one single, Ghostbusters from Ray Parker Jr. You know what I'm saying? So it was produced. It had Ray Parker Jr., the Bus Boys, which pretty much was Eddie Murphy's group. They appeared on the very first Eddie Murphy album, the first stand up album with the self titled one with the flower on his head. Alessi Brothers, Thomas Thompson Twins, Air Supply, Laura Branigan, Mickey McSmiley, Elma Bernstein, and that's pretty much it. Shit. Let's start off. The first song, I mean, do we even have to talk about it? It's the Ghostbusters theme with Ray Parker Jr. In my opinion, the best song on, not just on a soundtrack, but the best song in the Ghostbusters franchise in general. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Ray Parker Jr., he's already been in the game for a good close to a decade at that point and stuff like that too. Well, he's been in the game since like the 60s, excuse me. But he started working with like Stevie Wonder in the 70s on the Talking Book album, and then he appeared doing some collaboration with like uh, Barry White, Temptations. He pretty much wrote the song "Mr. Telephone Man" for New Edition
Oh
and
wow.
stuff like. Yeah, he wrote that song for them.
Yeah.
So he's been doing his thing for a minute. But the best known thing people know him for was the Ghostbusters theme song. And this was a theme song he almost passed on, to be honest with you. He almost passed on the theme song doing it. But then he changed his mind and everything like that too. Um I knew about the song before I even watched the movie, to be real with you. And they
Yeah.
almost went with Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac, which I never knew about either, but I mean, I'm kind of glad they went with Ray Parker Jr. It was nominated for the Best Original Song on the 57th Academy Awards, but it lost to Stevie Wonder's "I Just Called to Say I Love You," which I love Stevie, but I never liked that song. I just called to say I love you.
Wow.
Never liked that
What?
song.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's like
I've
one
heard
of
I've
Wow.
heard some shit tonight from you.
that's like one of the few Stevie Wonder songs I just like. One of the
Ah.
That's
one of the two
crazy.
Stevie Wonder songs I just never liked. Never. But
Is there any other like popular Stevie songs you don't like? Well, that's
I
it.
was I was made to love her, and that's it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Everything else I either like or just like I respect it for what it is, you know. And I can't really say that about a lot of artists. Yes, Q. I was just about to get into that. He was actually sued
Right.
for this song too. Ray Lewis. So bitch ass nigga Huey Lewis. I said Ray Lewis. I meant Ray Parker, but bitch ass nigga Huey Lewis. He had a song called "I Want a New Drug," and pretty much he basically alleged that Ray Parker copied the melody for it on the bass line, which I heard both songs. I don't hear the similarities, to be real with you.
No, they don't sound
I
No,
alike.
don't.
Nah, they
So
don't sound alike.
the
sure
case
it
was
does.
settled. The case was settled out of court. However, one of the stipulations from the trial was they can't mention the details. And Ray Parker Jr. was no, not Ray. Huey Lewis was running his fucking mouth and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And he did that in an
Wow.
episode of Behind the Music. Behind the Music. So Ray Parker Jr. actually sued Huey Lewis and he won that case, which thank God for fucking that.
He
You know what
won.
I'm saying? Thank God. A black man beating a white man in
Crazy.
the case. That's in law. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, as you can tell, I was never a Huey Lewis and the News fan. I always thought they were kind of corny, to be real with you, but yeah. But
I like
Ghostbusters
some
were
of these songs from the '80s, like the Back to the Future stuff, but
Yeah.
I didn't know he did all that.
I
yeah. The
mean,
Back to the Future was okay. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this song's a classic.
Yeah, it's classic. I mean, the theme song it's still the theme song to this day. They haven't changed it. They didn't replace it with nothing else. And yeah, it's great. Definitely a great song. Who you gonna call Ghostbusters, and they use that for the
Ghostbusters.
cartoon as well. And
Yes.
come on, man, that's a
Buster
staple
makes
in
me feel good.
movie sound. When we talk movie soundtrack records, that has to be like in the top three. You know,
yeah, yeah. The song is actually, yeah, the song is great. I mean, enough said. You can hear this 1,000 times and not be bored with it.
Right.
right?
And one more trivia: the scene where Dan Aykroyd's character was having a dream with the blowjob and stuff like, which I forgot to mention was a funny ass scene. The line where they were originally going to play the line "Buster makes me feel good" when he was actually about to explode, but they had to pass on that. They said that would be a bit too much for the movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Buster makes me feel good. Hey, but
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Kids would have been asking their parents, what that mean?
Right, right.
That's wild.
All right. Track number 2, "Cleaning Up the Town," featuring the Bus Boys. So yeah, like I mentioned, the Bus Boys was like Eddie Murphy's house band, rock and roll band, and stuff like that, consisting of members like Brian O'Neill, Kevin O'Neill, Reggie Leon, Vic Johnson, and so on and so on. You guys probably know them if you guys watched the movie 48 Hours. They performed like a couple of their songs, like "The Boys Are Back in Town" and stuff like that too. And they're also on a Delirious tour from Eddie Murphy and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually my second favorite track on this album, to be real with you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, they did this when they were getting ready for their first mission. It has like a very 50s kind of style to it and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I do like this one. Can you hear me, Troy? I think he's all frozen up.
Oh.
Oh. Well, what do you think, Mike?
I actually liked it. I don't remember this song being on a movie, but I actually liked it. It did have that 50s, 60s feel to it. So I definitely fuck with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
which
that song was like when they played it, that was like at the end of the movie when after they defeated the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and Goza and the crowd, the New York crowd is like cheering for them, and the city had to clean up their mess, which they mentioned in part two, and well, you see Slimer is flying in the screen, and then the song comes on. So I thought it fit the movie.
definitely it did fit the movie. Yeah, man. Give me
Yeah.
Slimer over Snarf from Thundercats any day. I know a lot of people don't like Slimer like that
Oh yeah,
because they
for
feel like
sure.
he's a
Oh yeah, there you go. There you. How
what?
did we get on Thundercats?
I like
How? How
Thundercats.
did we get on
I
Thundercats?
like Thundercats. I like it. I'm not the biggest Thundercats fan though, but Snarf was always getting on
Yes.
my nerves. Like,
No.
ugh, come on, wait for me. I'm Snarf. Wait for me.
He was like Orko. Orko did more.
She said he was like what? You said he was like Urkel.
He was like Orko. You know Orko from He-Man, Master Universe. He was like a sidekick, but
I
Orko did
hate.
more because
I
he
hate
was like an
He-Man.
actual wizard.
I can't watch that He-Man. I never got into that.
You don't like nothing.
Really?
You didn't like you didn't like Transformers, right? You didn't like that either.
I never liked Transformers. Never liked He-Man. Never liked
What?
GI.
Yeah, exactly. You
How you not like Transformers?
Mike, you gotta remember, Reg is a '90s baby. '90s babies don't like the same shit that we like in
Wait,
the '80s.
now wait a minute. I love '80s
They grew up on
cartoons. I love
fucking Bug
Smurfs.
and Rugrats and
Hold
all
on.
that shit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Even though I'm a '90s baby, I lost Smurfs, Real Ghostbusters, Ducktales, Heathcliff, Garfield and Friends. I
Ooh.
know. I know my shit about '80s cartoons and shit. I know my shit. I just don't. What I didn't like about '80s cartoons. Most of them cartoons were made to make toys. They weren't really made to entertain motherfuckers. Alvin and the Chipmunks.
So was the
Another one I
'90s.
like.
So was the '90s.
Alvin
'90s
was
had
eight.
they told
Alvin
line
was
also.
'80s. Alvin was '80s and shit. What
Yeah,
you
but I'm
mean?
talking about the '90s. The '90s tunes had they toy line also, even early 2000s.
They did. But at the same time, the '90s was like a renaissance for cartoons and shit like that, especially with Tiny Toons and Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. That was when niggas actually had creative freedom to do what they wanted to fucking do, except for selling motherfucking toys and shit. You know? But I just never got into like a lot of those '80s.
They came out with shitty soundtracks like that Rugrats
Hey.
that you like.
I just got the soundtrack. I like the show, but the soundtrack was all over the place. That's why. I got it for collector's purposes. Collector's purposes. But like I said, we're gonna do our top 100 cartoons because, like I said, I don't just stick to '90s cartoons. You'll be surprised. I like shit all the way back to like the '40s and shit. So yeah. Just because I don't like GI Joe and Transformers and all that shit. Hell, what y'all know about the new Adventures of Mighty Mouse? What y'all know about that? What y'all know about?
The one from the '80s?
What y'all know about
That one?
Yeah,
Which one are you talking about?
The '80s version. The '80s version.
Yeah, I watched it.
I watched it. What y'all know? What y'all know about the new Adventures of Winnie the Pooh? What y'all know about that one?
I watched that too.
Yeah. Like I said, I know my shit with the '80s. I know my shit.
Yeah, well, early Disney was good. Yeah, well, I grew up on Disney, but when it was actually good, when it was like the early years, when they had Lady and the Tramp and the Little Mermaid and shit. Not the shit that they got now.
Like
the
Frozen.
shit they got now don't even it feels good in comparison, but yeah, I can't watch that shit.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I stick to my Lion Kings and my Aladdins, and if I want to take it back, I go to Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan and all that shit.
Yes.
Facts.
Have you ever seen the miniseries for that? You ever saw the miniseries for that?
For which one?
For Alice in Wonderland, when she was like running from the Jabberwocky, and she went into like the next like land and shit.
Nah, I heard about that mini. I know which one you're talking about. I heard about that one.
That was a CBS miniseries back in the 80s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, that was one.
Right.
Okay,
And when she
I
got
think that
to
was
when
on.
she got to like the when she got to like the other land and she had to like she found like these little like miniature things, like it was like a cupcake that said "eat me," and then it was like a drink. It was like a little miniature drink that said "drink." You know what I'm saying? It was like weird shit going on in that.
Yeah, that one was trippy as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention about the Ghostbusters movie. Reginald Bill Johnson, um, was played. He played a cop there. I think that was the first cop he played, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because he's always playing a cop, like from Turner to Hooch and shit
Right.
like that. Die
Die
Hard,
Hard. He was a cop in
Yeah.
Die Hard, right?
and of course, the most famous cop of all, Family Matter, when he was Carl Winslow.
Right.
And shit. I should make a meme that says, "Whenever you need somebody to play a cop, just show this ask this man." I should make a whole meme for that.
Oh boy.
And yeah. All right. Next, we have Saving the Day with the Alassi Brothers. This was another enjoyable, fun kind of song too. The Alassi Brothers. I don't know too much from them. I know they had that song called "Oh Lori" and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? They did some soft rock shit. I don't really know too much from them.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Did not like the
Yeah,
song.
I liked it. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
It was good. Okay.
Yeah.
Ray Sean said Oliver and Company. Oh yeah, Oliver and Company. That was a very underrated movie.
Yeah, they don't know. He don't know about Mask. You remember Mask? That was a
Yeah,
very underrated in the 80s.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
I
Yeah.
had I had I had the toys for that. I had the bad guy with the helicopter. I had him and the red Corvette, and then like the dude that had the trailer, Rhino, I think his name was. I had
yeah.
like all the toys for him. Yeah,
I never watched Mask. I watched the Mask animated series in the '90s, but I never watched that Mask though. I heard it was good though. I heard.
I didn't even know they bought it back. I didn't even know that.
No. I'm talking about the Jim Carrey. They had a Jim
No,
Carrey
not that
cartoon.
one. There was another cartoon called Mask. It was like a special forces type of thing, and they had
Yeah,
like their own vehicles, and they had to literally
that's
wear a mask on their face and all that.
that's the one I never saw. I never saw that one.
Yeah, that one was good. It was short lived though. I think it was like only like a season, but that was good. They had a toy line for that too.
Yeah, they ran that from like '84 to '86, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Because that's another thing with a lot of these '80s cartoons. They always have to make sure because 65 episodes was like the syndication count for a lot of those. So once they had the 65 episodes, it's like, yeah, we good. Y'all got all the royalties and shit.
right.
These days, for like regular TV shows, they upped it up to 100 episodes or some shit like that too. So
Right.
that's why it's always a big deal when a lot of these shows like, oh, this is our 100th episode. That means they all getting money from the show now, from royalties and
Right.
shit.
Facts.
Yeah. All right. Then we have In the Name of Love with the Thompson Twins. Thompson Twins were like a British pop band and stuff like that. That consists of people like, Tom Bailey, Joe Leeway. I never cared for this group and I never cared for this song, to be real with you.
I actually I thought you was a friend of the Tom Tom Twins.
No. That's Tom Tom Club,
Tom
not
Tom Club, my
Thompson.
bad. But who the fuck are they? I'm thinking it's the same group.
No. Tom Club was Talking Heads. Tina
Okay.
and her husband. Don't fuck with me.
Thompson Twins. I don't know no song from the Thompson Twins. I'm thinking it's the same fucking group, yo.
Oh no.
This
That's fine.
shit sound 80s, yo. All this shit sound 80s.
It does. It really
Yeah.
does.
At least the second one had a little to it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Little pow
They
pow.
put artists that people actually wanted to hear on the second one.
Right.
Right.
All right. What you think, Mike?
You know what? I actually like. I've never heard this song before. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good song.
Respect. Damn, I'm looking at the second soundtrack. This is the most blackest shit they had. Wow. They had your boy
Yeah.
JT.
Yep.
They had your boy JT.
JT who? James Taylor was on?
JT from Cool in the Gang. Wait, hold up.
I don't remember him on that. I can call him. I got the soundtrack.
Oh
I don't
wait,
remember him on that.
yeah. JT, he's on the soundtrack.
What song was that?
The Promised Land.
I must have skipped over that shit. Was that a bonus track? Because I don't remember that.
That was literally the third track. And guess who wrote the song?
Cool.
Bobby Caldwell. He's one of the writers on this song.
Oh shit! It is.
Wow.
I always skipped over it. I don't know why.
But that's your boy. That's your boy, right?
Yes, but it wasn't. It was not good. Remember, Cool in the Gang was already done like by '86, so there was like bullshit now.
But that was your boy. You said that was your
Yes,
boy.
he's my boy. Yes, but I didn't like the song. I didn't like the song. That's why I don't remember it.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But I'm not the big. I remember that. Song.
They were already. I remember. They were already done. It wasn't no hit record. They were already done. Who was checking for them after '86? Like that album in '86 was terrible. Who was checking for them?
Hey, I stopped checking them after '81, nigga.
Wow.
I know why, because you don't like the big hit records they did. But after '86, I was like, nah.
No. I don't like some of the big hits. Like y'all can keep Celebration.
Well, I mean, most of they hits in the '80s you don't care for, right? Joanna, Celebration, Tonight. See, that was their big hits in the '80s.
But I like Get Down on It.
That's a classic.
It's just that they were just Celebration was an Earth, Wind and Fire ripoff, low key. Sound like some Earth. It's like they were trying to do the Earth, Wind and Fire.
I've never heard nobody say that shit.
Because I'm a special kind of nigga. Special kind of
just get everybody else on that bandwagon, right?
Shit, I'm gonna see an Instagram reel that said, "Doesn't Celebration sound like an Earth, Wind and Fire song?"
No.
Then Charles was like, "See what you started, Reggie?"
Yep. Just like that last shit he did. We talked about the Neptunes have what you said they have school beats,
cafeteria
beats, and then I saw a hip hop page say the same shit after he said that. I'm like, yeah, y'all was on here, low key. Y'all was on here, low key.
Oh God.
Oh Lord. But yeah. All right, so next song is called "I Can Wait Forever" from Air Supply. I never liked Air Supply. They were like a soft rock duo from Australia. They had songs like "Lost in Love" and "Here I Am, the One That You Want," "Asking for Another Day," and "I'm All Out of Love." All them songs. That was like, what? You surprised I know that shit?
But you don't like them. So why would you know?
Well, I watched a lot of Time Life infomercials.
Oh, they
sometimes sometimes when I can't sleep, I watch a lot of Time Life infomercials, and some songs, if I just want to get into some music, I'll watch them infomercials. I used to have a weird liking for them, and they always used to play Air Supply and a lot of them infomercials and shit. I'm just like, oh my God.
I remember them commercials too, man.
Yeah.
Literally. Like when you can't sleep and it's on, yeah.
Man, I still be watching some of them on YouTube sometimes just to put me to sleep. Like the classic Soul Violence one and shit like that. The singers and songwriters one, they'd be like, oh, this should be putting me to sleep like good. Like
facts.
So half of these albums most of these artists I got from Time Life infomercials. That's crazy.
Wow. Same. Yes, I agree.
Time Magazine.
Time. Now it's known as Star Vista now. So.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what the Mama's Family wanted. That came from Star Vista.
Oh. Yeah, I don't care for this.
But yeah,
I never listened to Air Supply, so
yeah, I never listened to him either. It wasn't a worst song, but
I mean, You're just not missing much, honestly.
Hey,
I'm gonna be real with you. After the next song, there's not really anything I like from this album, minus the themes. Well, actually, hold on, wait a minute, because it's just the main title theme, the Dana's theme. Oh, we can knock this shit out. Okay. Track number 6, "Hot Night" with Laura Branigan. Laura Branigan is like a singer. She had that song called Gloria
yes,
and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You still what?
classic record.
Yeah.
Mm.
She also contributed to a lot of '80s movies and TV shows like Flashdance, Miami Vice, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? She passed away, unfortunately. Rest in peace to her.
Oh
You know what I'm
wow.
saying? But yeah, she died in the sleep, pretty much. That's that's crazy, but I don't want to think about death right now. Yeah, this was a dope ass song right here.
Yeah, like it's an '80s record. Like it sounds '80s. It has like the '80s beat and the rock guitars in it. And I don't think they played this one in the movie though. I don't remember no scene
I
where they
don't
played it.
remember it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
But yeah, this was a good song. She definitely did a thing on that song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I agree. All right. Next song is called Magic featuring Mick Smiley. Um, this was played during the scene when the Ghost was released from the Ghostbusters headquarters and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This one was pretty straight. I didn't really care for it too much, to be real with you, but it was alright.
Yeah, I ain't care for it.
You know what? I'm on the fence on this one. The beginning of the song gave me Phil Collins vibes. Like
Oh
in the
God,
air tonight, in the air tonight,
Reginald
that kind
trash,
of
Lightning.
vibe. That
trash.
huh?
Wow,
Oh, in the air tonight, overrated song. Oh
you're
my God.
crazy.
Oh
What?
come on.
Black black people make
Oh
Say
black people make a big deal out of that song because of drums. Like, have
what
y'all
are you
not heard?
talking about? It,
Have y'all
it's
not
it
heard?
was a, it was started off as a great ballad too. It was a great acapella.
facts.
It's a good song, but niggas make a big deal out that song and shit. To me, his best song was "One More Night."
That was great too. For
That
but
was
for,
Uh,
for
great.
that for that time, like we never heard drums like that before. The way it was implemented in the track, there was no song like
yeah,
that.
I can pull out 8 funk records with drums like that right now.
But
Ass
that's not
right
a
now.
funk song. This is like a rock adult contemporary song.
I
That's
can
not a
pull
funk
out
song.
8 rock song. Have y'all not heard Rush's Tom Sawyer?
Unfortunately, no. I don't listen to Rush.
Oh, come on. That has some of the best drumming in the '80s. Period. Like dun dun dun. Like come on,
You
come
would
on,
say
man.
that. You would say that.
Hell, your favorite group, Talking Heads, burning down the house. Come on now,
Oh Lord.
way better drum pattern on that track.
Oh boy.
But y'all worry about Phil Collins just because he saw a man die, he didn't do nothing about it. Nigga, if I saw a man die, if I saw a man
What?
die,
What?
I'm gonna let him die. If he's white,
And what did Scarface do when he seen a man die? What did he do about it?
I never seen a man die until I see a man cry. Come on, man.
Okay. What
Mm.
did he do about that when he said a man cry? He ain't do shit. Exactly.
That's different. See, when niggas see other niggas die, if it got nothing to do with us, we gonna keep on walking. That's the thing, you know. If I see another nigga die, I don't know him, if he's and then the police come to me say what happened, and I'm gonna say I just found him that like this. Oh no, they gonna be like, oh no, we're gonna take you in for question all that bullshit, and then I'm gonna be in America's Most Wanted for something I didn't do. Like nah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying though.
Oh man.
Sometimes you just gotta let them die. Sometimes, you know. Hey,
Wow. Right.
That's funny.
I've never seen a man die until I see a man cry. Realest shit ever from
Mm.
Scarface.
Mm, mm,
That's
mm.
that's 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 my 2 cents right there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Um,
But yeah, and I think the next tracks are like the Ghostbusters theme song, the mainstream, and then the I like the Dana's theme. That was hot. I like the Dana's theme one.
That was cool.
That was good.
I
Yeah.
see. That's one thing I like about soundtracks back in the day when they had a character theme song with a score. To this day, I'm still trying to get the Do the Right Thing score. The score to Do the Right Thing. That's my move.
Yeah.
But other than that, I feel like the soundtrack is a classic in its own right. You know what I'm saying? It definitely fit the movie and the tone. It screams 1984. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Ray Parker song alone should make y'all want to get the soundtrack. Just not just because it's a great song, but the historical significance of a black man being a white man in a lawsuit is something that should be talked about and stuff like that. You know, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5.
I don't like the soundtrack. Just stick with the theme song, Ray Parker Jr., and that's it. You don't need the soundtrack. Just get the 12-inch single on this. I'm pretty sure you can find it on vinyl still. It might be pretty expensive, but I don't like the soundtrack. I just like just stick with the theme song.
Respect.
The soundtrack itself wasn't for me. It wasn't that bad. Honestly, there was some good joints on there. But yeah, it definitely does read 1984. So I give this one a 4 out of 5.
Dope. All right. So now we're gonna get to the collection. I'm gonna finish off my collection, and Mike is gonna show off his shit.
All right.
And stuff like that too. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna probably stay on till maybe about 2:15 the latest. I'm gonna see. Do you have a lot of shit to show, Mike, or how much shit you gotta show?
Shoot, I mean, I could show some stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. And Try, you said you have some action figures, or you gonna wait till tomorrow for that?
No, I showed the newest. Oh yeah, I got some pop figures to show. I need to show those.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all a cassette. We did a review. We did a review on this a couple of weeks ago. It's New Editions Under the Blue Moon and stuff.
Oh wow!
I got the
Wow.
cassette version.
Finally got it. You finally got it.
I finally got it, Try.
Wow.
I made you proud. I made you
That's
proud
what-
and shit. For every Capadonna, there's a new edition.
Right. But
So this is I think I got all the albums in the 80s now.
you got the Bad Boy one, that shitty album.
No. I don't got
I
that
ain't
one.
getting it. I have all
I
of
don't
them
got-
except for that. I don't need that one.
I don't think I got Candy Girl. I don't think I got Candy
You don't
Girl.
got Candy Girl?
Nah, because that was always hard to come by.
Really?
Yeah, from where I stay at.
Is it
But
out
yeah,
of print? Oh no. Is it out of print?
It's hard. I think they re-released it years ago, but it's hard to say because with some of those albums.
I could definitely go to some record stores and they probably gonna have it because I don't know if it's out of print because I mean I got it in '84 when it dropped. So
I'm gonna double check if I got it because I have 1,000 albums. I might, I don't know, but
Yeah, I'm
This
not
is the
gonna hold. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, you go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I'm not gonna hold. You. That was a album that I was looking for too. Candy Girl. I couldn't find it either on like any of my record stores here in Michigan. Well, yeah, again, Michigan sucks anyways, but that's besides the point. But
I've seen it in stores. That's why I'm like, is it out of print on vinyl?
Yeah, it's
I had to order it on eBay.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Guys, I've seen it expensive as hell on vinyl.
Yeah, online it's expensive.
Definitely. But yeah, so this is the first album they did without Bobby Brown. This is like a little doo-wop album and shit like that too. You know, they had covers of Earth Angel, do cover, do that song.
Karate Kid.
You said what?
That's from Karate Kid Part 2. That was on the soundtrack.
Right. Hey there, lonely girl. That song, I love that record too.
Yeah.
Of course, I had to have my Tears of My Pillow and shit like that too. So, must have in your collection. This one's kind of hard to come by these days and stuff like that. I'm so glad I got this on cassette. So
And on the BBD documentary, they talked about that album and how Ralph was already he wanted to leave.
yeah,
It was basically BBD and Ralph Tresvant on that album.
right. Because he was working on his unreleased
Yeah,
solo album
yeah.
at that time. Now this next one, I'm so glad I got this soundtrack. I've been looking for this one for years because
Mhm.
I always see it in stores around this time of year. But you know what? I can't waste this time. It's Charlie Brown Christmas soundtrack.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Vince
Is that the
Guardi.
one with the Christmas
This
time?
time is
Oh shit!
here.
Wow.
That's my
I know that
jam, low key. I'll be bumping it
That's
out
my
on the low,
joint.
low key and shit
That's my
though.
joint.
Hell yeah. A lot of hip hop sampled from this album too. I'm gonna say one of them, Far Side. There's Splatorium. They sampled the joint from here
That's
on
on
this
Gap.
one. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That was my
Um
drink, man. Amani killed that
yeah,
joint.
yes. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I face a lot of months. I face a lot of stuff. That's all I'm gonna say with that track right there. I face a lot of stuff with that track.
That's
Let me tell
wild.
you. Boy. Charlie Brown Christmas. This Christmas album, this movie, well, TV special has always been a staple for me. I can never watch. I can never go through Christmas without watching this special. It's a classic, must have in
Mhm.
your collection.
Yeah.
And the last album I'm gonna show for this round. Now, this one, I was surprised I got this one. I'm surprised. This one right here is Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood.
oh,
Dun,
Wow.
dun, 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 dun.
Mhm.
He's the one they call Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that make it feel all right. Yo. And you know what's crazy? This is the only album in the discography they did sober. And Dr. Feelgood's about drugs.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy and
Crazy.
shit. That's crazy. But this is actually my favorite Motley Crue album. I got another Motley Crue album in my stash. That's all I'm gonna say. But this was known for songs like "Kickstart My Heart," "Without You," of course, the title track. I mean, this is their class. This is their magnum opus and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, man, it's classic, classic, classic album. In my opinion, expect to. Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Try. Do you like Motley Crue? Before I speak for us.
No, I can't say that I do, but I know the song. I know the song.
All right, all right. It's on you, Try.
All right. Nah, like let Mike go. I'm gonna get the joints.
All right.
all right. So I have three 4Ks I'm gonna show off. So the first 4K that I'm gonna show off is the movie The Bike Riders. This one stars Jodie Comer, Austin Butler, Tom Hardy. I saw this in theaters, and this was probably like one of the best, definitely one of the best movies of the year. I highly recommend people to see this movie. And
Okay.
the second one, this one I didn't know it had a 4K steelbook, but I'm glad that I got it. It's the first Transformers, the movie from 2007. Um, this one stars Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox, Josh Duhamel, Tyrese Gibson, a whole bunch of other people in this movie. I love the first one. This is only Transformers out of the whole franchise of movies that I love. The other ones to me sucked, but I liked Bumblebee, which that was a spin-off, so to speak. And then the third one is the 40th anniversary of Purple Rain. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
This
Ooh,
finally got a
that's
4K. I You know, it's funny because I was at Target one day and I'm like, you know what? Let me go to Target. I'm gonna go to Target. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna see if they have it because I was gonna pre-order it, but by the time I got to try pre-ordering it, I'm like, yeah, it's probably gonna be sold out. But luckily, um, I managed to get it from Target. They had like two copies left, so I had to definitely pick this one up. A definite must own in the collection.
Sure.
All right.
Wow, wow, wow.
All right. So oh,
All right.
okay.
I got the Luke Skywalker and Grogu from the Mandalorian show. That's the pop figure.
Yeah.
Um and this is Superman. It says Superman in the Holly Sword. I think you gotta scratch this one off. But this is like the Superman special edition Christmas edition of Superman. And I was watching the last season of Lois and Superman. It was like a 2 hour season premiere. It was great. They did the whole Doomsday Death of Superman story, and I can't wait to see him come back. I know he's gonna come back at the end.
You always do.
Yeah.
All right. It's that time of year again. I had to pull out my robes and shit because it's cold as fucking my room. All right, so this next artist, you know what? I needed some R&B in my collection. I'm not the biggest fan of his solo output like that, but this album is kind of rare to come by. I got Cisco with the Return of the Dragon.
Oh,
This is the promo copy, so I'm gonna show y'all what the album
White
looks like
label.
and stuff like that too. Yeah.
dope.
This is the second studio album. He did this on Def Soul Recordings. Um, you guys know how I like Drew Hill. The first two albums, Cisco solo shit. I mean, it's all over the place for me. This came out 1 year after Unleash the Dragon, the thong song. This was known for singles like "Can I Live" and "Dance for Me." You know what I'm saying? Honestly, a lot of these songs on this album is not that good. I'm gonna be real with
Yeah,
you.
I didn't care for it.
I didn't. I just got this to complete the collection because once I actually get Drew Hill's first album, that's when I'm gonna start doing Drew Hill reviews and stuff like that too. So I think I just got the third album and stuff like that too. I want to say I got the second one, but I gotta double check what I got. But yeah, this is Drew Hill. Excuse me, Cisco, Return of Dragon. This album is out of print too. So
Well,
all right, then I got the album on CD, but this is the instrumentals of it. Diamond D, Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop, the instrumental
Wow,
version.
classic.
Yes. This one right here was pretty dope and everything like that too. I mean, I've done a review. Actually, no, we've done a review on this album years ago and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not like the official like vocal on vinyl, it's the instrumentals and stuff like that too, which is very hard to come by. You know, stunts. I always say Stunts Plus and Hip Hop was like one of the best boom bap albums ever made. Everything
Right.
from Sally Got a One Track Mind, Day in Life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Diamond just put his ass in those beats. So yeah, man. And plus, you know, with me being a DJ and shit like that too, so I gotta get that shit too. So now this next one. Now this is a rarity right here. The Dells, Give Your Baby a Standing Ovation.
wow.
In 1973. Sexy ass woman right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is back when R&B groups used to have a sexy girl on the cover and stuff like that because they took a lesson from the Ohio Players and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Dells. I'm gonna put it to you bluntly. If you guys know about the 5 heartbeats, that's who the Dells were. They based that off the Dells, to be real with you. So there was so group from Chicago. They consisted of members like Johnny Carter, Marvin Jr., Michael McGill, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? This album was known for songs like the title track "Give Your Baby a Standing Ovation." That song, "I Miss You" and stuff like that. "My Pretending Days Are Over." I usually see this album for like $60 at most. I got this shit for $8, so I was like, "Fuck it, that's a steal." You know what I'm saying? So this is some classic '70s soul right here. You know,
Nice.
the good shit.
That's awesome.
Am I going next?
Yes, sir.
I got another 2 more pops. Russell Westbrook with the Lakers. This special edition. He's with Denver now. I didn't like his run with the Lakers. I don't think he had put up good numbers, but that's a special edition. And this is another special edition, the Space Jam 2, LeBron James edition. Reg, what you thought about the Space Jam 2?
Trash.
Mike, did you like it?
No,
I didn't
trash.
like it. The animation was good. It was Looney Tunes animation, but the story sucked. LeBron cannot act, but I might end up selling this when he retires anyway. So
Yeah, just get some money from that. Yeah.
yeah, just gonna sell it off. That's all.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Was it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna show 3 4K steelbooks. So the first one is the classic 1988 Coming to America.
Ooh.
Yep. This is definitely one of Eddie Murphy's best movies. One of his best movies of the 80s, possibly one of his best movies of all time. Maybe I might watch this weekend. Probably. I want to see what the 4K transfer looks like.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good.
Right.
Yes.
The second movie is Joker. The first Joker. The first Joker.
Yes. Classic.
This very, and I can see why Joaquin Phoenix, he won his Oscar for this movie. Definitely he did a great job with it and stuff like that. It's just a good movie all around. A very definite masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
And since we are in the month of horror, Return of the Living Dead 4K steelbook from 1980. Yep, 1985.
Nice.
Yep. This is one of my favorite movies, and I do watch this faithfully every Halloween stuff. Yeah, this is definitely a must own in your collection.
Definitely. All right. So after the next album, I'm going to show you. After the next 2 albums, I got some rare R&B shit. But the next 2 albums I'm going to show y'all is going to be some rock shit. I got Neil Young, Harvest Moon, 1992.
Wow.
I got this shit for free, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get more because I'm not a Neil Young fan. So
thanks, Try. Now it's Neil Young. It's Neil Young, not Neil Diamond, right?
is Neil Young the one that had the live album, August something? I gotta check.
Hold on,
I gotta check.
Yo, let me know.
You like Barry Manilow? I'll definitely send you those. Barry Manilow.
Yeah, send me the Barry Manilow. Send me that Barry Manilow. You know I got to do it.
What am I gonna do with it? What am I gonna do?
All right. So this was known for singles like Harvest Moon and Old King. This is a classic album right here. You know, this might be my favorite album from him in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? He has songs like Unknown Legend, Old King, you know, Dream Again. To me, it's about that title track that on this harvest moon. Dun, dun, dun. I know you heard that shit,
Mhm.
Try. I know you heard that shit.
I heard that. Yeah,
Ye-
I heard it.
Yeah. The Saturday Night Live performance of that track, though, fire, fire.
Mm.
Must have in your collection. Y'all gonna be mad about this one right here.
Oh boy,
I got
what you got?
Motley Crue with its self-titled 1994 album. This is without Vince Neil.
Wow.
5 years after Dr. Feelgood. I got a hot take. I know a lot of Motley Crue fans hate this album, but this is actually my second favorite Motley Crue album, believe it or not. And I'm gonna tell you why. This was their most metal. This was like their most metal orientated album, but it could have been successfully made, successfully promoted. But they talk shit about Sylvia Rhone, who was the head of Elektra Records at that time. And if you guys watch the En Vogue reviews we've done, you know Sylvia Rhone don't take shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And they would talk shit about her. I think on Headbangers Ball. I think it was one of them shows. And Sylvia just withdrew the promotion of the album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But this album was known for songs like motherfucking Misunderstood, Poison Apples. You know what I'm saying? Smoke in the Sky, Power in the Music, and stuff like that. The replacement John Corabi, I actually liked him. His voice, he actually had that right voice and stuff like that too when it came to these records. I don't know if I can picture Vince Neil with a lot of these Motley Crue because they went like more darker, like
Mhm.
picture sound wise. It's like the downward spiral from Nine Inch Nails mixed with Skid Row's Slave to the Rhythm album from 91. That's the best way to describe the sound of this. Very dope album. I know this album is, I think, out of print.
Mhm.
So if you can find it, it must have. I know Motley Crue fans hate this album, but I love this album. I don't give a fuck.
You hear that?
It's
All Motley Crue fans, just talk shit to him. I don't listen to him. I could kill this.
Now the last album, this is gonna be the last one for this round before I get handed over to Mike. But I'm in my R&B bag with these last ones. I gotta save the creme de la cremes. So this one right here, though, I've been looking so for years for this album. This is the only album this girl got in her discography. It came out in 1991. Yo, try, give me that funky drum break, please.
Cafeteria beat.
Fisher, so
Oh wow,
intense.
Lisa Fisher. Where's she been?
Yo,
Wow.
yo, how can I ease the pain? Come on, what? Come on now.
Classic record.
Yes, this is her only album she came out with in in the music career. Even though she's still doing work in the music industry, like she does background work, you know what I'm saying, production, songwriting, and shit like that too. She's mostly these days known as one of the backup singers for the Rolling Stones and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so intense. This was a very dope album, and it got her the Grammy Award for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance in 1992. You know what I'm saying? And guess who she beat?
Oh,
Actually, it was tied with Patti LaBelle's Burning album, but she
uh-oh.
beat Aretha Franklin's "What You See Is What You Sweat,"
Wow.
Gladys Knight's "Good Woman," and Vanessa Williams' "Running Back to You." So
Man.
heavyweights,
And you showed that earlier. Vanessa Williams album.
yes. So expect a review on this album because this is an R&B classic in my opinion.
Nice.
Wow.
I got one more thing to show. This was given to me. It's a New York Giants neon sign, and I got two of them.
Nice.
They sent me one. They sent me another one with like the whole Giants name, and that's the neon too. But I forgot the company that sent this to me. They're like over in like Australia, so shout out to them. It got here safely in New York City, and I'm definitely gonna put this up. You know, Giants is my team. The other one I'll probably give to my homeboy for Christmas. I hope he's not watching this. If
Or
you
you
are,
never said which homeboy it is, so you never know.
oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, if he's watching this, more than likely he knows it's him. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully he's not watching it. But if you are, then that's the Christmas present. So
All right. So that was your last thing?
yeah, that's the last thing for now.
Cool.
So next thing I'm gonna show off is Point Break with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze.
Fantastic.
Classic 1991 film. I have not seen the remake. They sadly remade this movie. I don't know why. They shouldn't have touched it. But
Of course.
huh?
I said, of course they do.
Yeah. This is this is like one of Patrick Swayze's, I think, one of his best movies. Next to movies like Dirty Dancing and Ghost, and a couple other movies he did, stuff like that too. This is definitely. I like the 4K steelbook. I like the way the steelbook looks. Now, the 4K slipcover has the original art VHS cover, but I kind of wanted to opt for the steelbook because I'm a big, huge collector too, and when it comes to steelbooks and stuff like that. So yeah.
Right. And they had Anthony Kiedis from Red Hot Chili Peppers was also in that film.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah. Great film.
So this next one is Beetlejuice with Michael Keaton.
Oh my god.
I've saw the second one. I have issues with the second one, but I still liked it. But I need to go back and like watch the first one. You know what I'm saying? The great cast. You had Winona Ryder, Gina Davis, Alec Baldwin was in this one too. Like I said, I definitely need to go back and rewatch this film and stuff like that. And this next one, and this was to me is one of Samuel L. Jackson's most underrated movies, and not a lot of people talk about this one. Is Changing Lanes.
Yeah. I went to see that. That was good.
Yeah. This is the 4K, 4K and stuff like that. Ben Affleck, I think, if not one of his best movies, probably his best movie, in my honest opinion. Really? I don't. Ben Affleck, I don't. Especially early in his career, I didn't think he was a good actor like that. But
really,
he kind of changed my.
Me too.
He kind of changed my mind in Changing Lanes, but however, like it wasn't until like probably Gone Girl, I took him a little bit. Well, I think it was Gone Girl. One of them other movies. I took him a little bit more serious. So like when I put Ben Affleck, I honestly like I won't put him up there with like De Niro, Pacino, whatever. No. But no, I don't think he's nowhere near that level. But he's like I said, his earlier movies, I thought he was terrible.
I'll give you one film when he was younger that he did that nobody talks about. Chasing Amy. You ever saw Chasing Amy?
Chasing Amy. I think I saw that a long
that was a Kevin,
time ago.
That was a right. That was one of his like earlier films where he actually, to me, was good in that film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember seeing that it was a long time ago. But I don't remember I don't remember all of it, but it was a movie that
That
he
that
did
that. Mm.
with Brenda Fraser. Huh? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying Chasing Amy was about he was like into comics, him and his friends, and his girlfriend was in the comics, but he found out that she was like a hoe, like she had slept around with too many dudes, and
Yeah.
he was madly in love with her, but then he dumped her. That's what
Yeah.
it was, like you know.
Yeah, it was a movie he did with Brendan Fraser. It was a small role, but he was pretty solid and Matt Damon was in this one too. It was a movie called School Ties, which to me that was an underrated. To me,
I, I went to
that's
see
an
School
underrated
Ties too.
film.
Yeah, that was 93.
Yeah,
I think that was
yeah,
93 that came out. I went to see that also.
yeah,
Yeah. Amy
yeah.
Amy
That
was a
was really
lesbian, but
good.
she had slept around with like mad dudes and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, check your Facebook Messenger if you want to laugh.
Yeah, I'm about to
All
check
right.
it.
All right. So I'm just gonna show you the last four albums I got. But so what I put that shit? Okay. So the first album is The Temptations in a Mellow Mood. This album came out in 1967. So this was the Temptations kind of crossover to the white people. To be real with you, like Barry Gordy wanted like a Motown act to have like a album where they covered pop standards, like the Burt Bacharach kind of shit, the Tom Jones and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? You also had the cover for Once in My Life, the Stevie Wonder's song, which Paul Williams actually did that and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And he ate. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually a rare album. You know what I'm saying? Still sealed up and stuff like that too. So yeah, I love the Temptations. Then I got Mr. Dynamite himself, the Godfather of Soul. I got James Brown with It's a Mother. You know what I'm saying? This one came out in 1968. You guys should know who James Brown. I mean, I should never tell y'all motherfuckers who James Brown is at this point. I shouldn't have to. But yeah, man. This one had the song like Mother Popcorn, which has been sampled a lot in hip hop and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is a very, very, very dope record right here. You know what I'm saying? So actually, this is actually released in 1969. Excuse me. So yeah, this was pretty good. I got Little Anthony and the Imperials with Going Out of My Head. This one came out in 1964. Yeah, got some classic soul right here. You know what I'm saying? Little Anthony, one of the best soul singers ever, and shit like that too. So must have. And now the final album I got, and this artist recently passed away, and this is actually like his last studio album with this group, if I'm not mistaken. Is Maze featuring Frankie Beverly with Back to Basics. You
Ooh,
know what I'm saying?
wow.
Um, Very rare album. This came out in 1993 and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? This is actually the last studio album. Very great album in my opinion. I mean, this is Maze featuring Frankie Beverly we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Um, this was known for singles such as "Laid Back Girl" and "The Morning After." You know what I'm saying? I got, I know I got a greatest hits compilations from them and stuff like that too. I don't have that many Maze featuring Frankie Beverly albums too, but I know we did a whole discography breakdown years ago. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Yeah, fire album. Rest in peace, Frankie Beverly. Oh, and Mike, I
What's
also have
up?
to show you this. I got the Star Vista
Ooh, yes,
one,
yes.
the uncut season one episode of Mama's Family, which I was letting these niggas know, like, if you want to get the uncut series, just to be mindful, the Star Vista has season 1 and season 2 of Mama's Family Uncut. Because if they get the Warner Brothers complete series, they got the syndicated version of season 1 and season 2, and they're gonna be mad disappointed by that shit. So I had to put them niggas on game and shit. You know how we do. You know,
Classic.
yeah,
That
don't
show
fuck.
was classic.
Yeah. All right, that's all. That's all I have to show y'all. Like I said, I got some more shit I'm showing y'all months to come and stuff like that too. Like I got one rapper's new album I got coming up. I got another video game soundtrack. I got some artists that some people might not like, but hey, that's how I do. But what time is it? 2:04.
Yeah.
I might stay on for like maybe 5 minutes and shit. Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's like everyone's just losing their minds right now in society. Everyone's just losing their fucking minds right now. You don't even know. Everybody's exposing everybody these days. Like Cat Williams just started exposing people's scalps, and then people just took Cat Williams' advice and just ran with it. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
And then everybody wants to be a conspiracist now. That's the gag right there. Like, when the hell has motherfucking Chingy been a conspiracist?
Oh, I wanted to show you all something. When we was talking about the Ghostbusters movie, this
Yeah,
this is the Ghostbusters movie scrapbook. This came with
nice.
the 2-disc DVD with Ghostbusters 1 and 2. It was like a pack, and
Right.
this was like the little extra. So I plan on getting the Ghostbusters 1 and 2 on 4K. So I kept the movie scrapbook though from the DVD original double pack, and it has like special notes by Bill Murray and by I said Egon Spangler. What's the dude name again? The dude that played Egon? Um Hal Ramis. Hal Ramis.
Hell, Raymond's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it has like different it's like storybook stuff in here. They got like different onset pictures of how they designed, like, the Stay Puft and the proton packs and all that. And you know just like I don't think like none of the 4Ks have it, so it's like a collector's item, you know what I'm saying? So if you ever come across like the original 2-disc pack, it has it has slime all over the case, and this was like the extra in the case, and they just have like different pictures with Winston and with Peter, and it was just something cool that a lot of it's all about the extra stuff when you buy albums and movies. It's good that when they throw in extra stuff, it makes you want to buy it, and it becomes a collector's item. So I kept the movie scrapbook for this.
Definitely. Okay.
It's dope.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Man. Man. I love collection days. I love it.
Right.
So you heard Redman's gonna finally come out with Muddy Waters 2. He dropped the album artwork and shit.
You've been saying that. I mean, when can we get a single, a video?
An official single. Like an
Right, an
official.
official, not a single he threw on YouTube. Like, he's been doing that for years. Can we get like an official first single, like
I could have
features,
sworn
track listing, you know?
he already came out with the album artwork for Muddy Waters 2 years ago.
Maybe he changed it up. You know, I like it. I like the album cover, but I want to see a track listing. When is it coming out? Is it gonna be good? So
I want that.
hopefully, I want to say like by the holiday season, by November, December, he drops it.
Yeah, because I know Dre and Snoop trying to come out with that album.
That's another one that they keep saying is coming out, and we ain't hear shit from it.
I feel like that's coming out because that new Death Row But that October London and shit, they killing that shit, boy. Then that Dog
Mhm.
Pound album.
Is it dropping on Death Row or is it Aftermath? It's coming out on Death Row?
That's a good question. Actually, that's funny. Death Row is succeeding, and
I don't know.
Bad Boy Records is just going down, and Death Row Records is making a comeback.
Who
That's
right now could bring back Bad Boy Records? If anybody, who right now could bring it back?
hmm, probably Biggie Valetta Wallace.
No, now I mean like an executive in the industry right now. Is there somebody right now that could bring back Bad Boy? Pharrell,
Hell,
maybe?
Dame Dash.
Dame Dash? Nah, Dame would
Yeah.
fuck it up, man. He started Rockefeller. Not Dame.
Well, Russell Simmons is on the run. So what about Steve Rifkin?
Steve Rifkin, right? He's good,
He always
definitely.
makes sure his artists are paid and shit.
But what with Steve? It's like I feel like it would be more hip hop than R&B, and it was a balance with Bad Boy back then. You know,
Well, well, hey, I mean, look, I mean, hey, I mean, you gotta remember, Bad Boy was supposed to be a hip hop label, but
right,
he just tried jumping into different styles. What was popping after Biggie died? Let's keep it a
right,
buck.
right. It would have to be more diverse artists. You know, some Afrobeat artists and some indie artists. You know,
I was gonna say Issa Rae, but I don't know about that one.
Issa Rae for Bad Boy.
'Cause you know she does music. She does some music shit too. She has her own label and shit too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
the dead man said Biggie. Well, I don't know about that because Biggie died, so I don't know how you can run a label from the grave. But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that.
I mean, yeah, that I would, yo, they've been on like Good Morning America and shit, so it has to be coming out. I'm like, well, when's the release date for it? You know,
I heard it was coming out in November sometime. That's what I
oh,
heard.
all right. So you should be getting a single sometime this month then.
If LL Cool J and Eminem and MC Light can
Mm-hmm.
finally drop some
Exactly.
music and shit, then there's no excuse for Snoop and
And
Dre.
and good albums at that. A good album from LL for once, and Eminem. Those two artists I've been always saying like, yo, they shit has been trash for the last 20 years, and they finally dropped two good albums this year.
Hell, MC
So
Light.
it's
Let's not.
MC Light, right? And I haven't listened to her since the was
7 and 7.
707.
Yeah. I just love good music, man. Like I just that's one thing I like about the collection video because I'm getting into some new artists I've never heard before.
Right, right.
Did you hear Foster the People new album? Did I hear Foster the People new album? I don't think. Who's Foster the People? I don't know who he's referring to.
That's an indie band. It came out like a decade ago, just about.
Oh, I never heard their music, believe it or not.
I haven't listened to them since the first album, Torches. Torches was good though, but I totally skipped the other stuff.
I know Stevie Nicks is coming out with new music. I heard.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, I saw on her Instagram she has a new song. Talking about at 76 she's still dropping anthems and shit. I'm just like, okay, Stevie.
Wow, that's crazy.
I wish we would have had another Fleetwood Mac album before they kicked out Lindsay and Christy died and shit. But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, it won't be the same though. It won't be the same without them. So
I'm just
you let
saying.
her do her solo thing.
I know, but we were so fucking close. Try We were so close. The original had just gotten back. All of a sudden, oh, Lindsay got fired. I'm like, damn. Then, oh, Christine died. Damn. I was like,
Did you see what Pete Rock put up on Instagram?
oh, don't even get me started on that shit.
He put up did you see it? He put up a post where he was him and Common was on the Sway in the Morning Show, and he's basically saying for once and for all there will not be no reunion with CL Smooth.
Yeah, I saw that
That's
shit.
what he said on it. He said, and people have been saying the same thing. Like CL can work with anybody. Lost Professor wants to do an album with him. Why is he not running to do an album with Lost Professor?
Nigga, if Large Professor wants to do a whole album with me, I'll put everything fucking down. Like, something is not right with this whole situation. I feel like there's more. There's more to the story.
Definitely that he's leaving out. You know what I'm saying? And he like he kept he's repeating himself. I'm like, we get it. Like you don't want to work with CL. You get it. You wish that man well. You don't need to keep posting about it. We understand. I hope the other fans would understand once and for all. But the CL thing, I don't understand because it's like he's blaming Sylvia Rhone and Elektra Records, and then it's like he's low key blaming Pete Rock because he wanted to move on with his solo career, and he's like, well, Pete was my investment. How are you going to go off and work with J. Rue and Public Enemy and we still got to do another album? Right. You know what I'm saying? So that part, I'm like, is CL mad at both of them? Was it more directed to Sylvia Rhone and Pete is just like in the way of his anger?
You know what I think, honestly? Mm-hmm. I feel like on a business standpoint, he's mad at Sylvia, but on a personal standpoint, he's mad at Pete.
Right. No, but he is. That's what he told no. He's mad. He's mad because when they had the meeting, Sylvia brought both of them in, and he was like, "The meeting don't have shit to do with me. That's all about Pete Rock's solo career." So and they still owe him money. So it's a money thing also. So I'm like, so you're mad at Sylvia Rhone and you're mad at Pete Rock because he moved on. But at the same time, for 20-something years, you could have been doing albums with Primo and Alchemist and Lost Pro and Q-Tip. Like all of these producers, we have new producers now in this era that he could work with, and he still hung up on Pete Rock. I don't get it. Like if Pete is done moved on, that should tell him something. Like, yo, you got Marco Polo, you got Static Selector, you got a shitload of different beat makers that will love to do a whole album with CL Smooth. But for some reason, he feels like I want Pete Rock, and if it's not Pete, then it's no good. Wow. So he got himself to blame for that. I don't think that's on Pete.
I'm gonna leave it like that.
I don't know. We're not getting it. I don't. At this point, it's like it wouldn't be real. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not going to do the album with him if he's not feeling it. It's like, especially if they still got beef. Why would he do that?
Right. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Have you all ever heard of LaRue? LaRue, the dude from LaRue, that was he's married to Mel Laviou from Groove Theory. That was I don't know if she's still married to him. I know that him and Bryce Wilson from Groove Theory had like some beef when he was trying to like get a meal in the studio. I mean that's what Bryce said, that they had beef or whatever.
Right. Hey Mike, I mean I want to ask you something.
What up?
Me trying to actually had a disagreement about this. Do you like the first theme song of Jamie Foxx or the second theme song of the Jamie Foxx show?
The first one was
the best one.
First one was the best. Yes, that second one was trash.
Thank you. The second one was trash. Thank you.
That was trash.
What's the second one? What's the second one?
That friend's my girl.
Is that the R&B one? It's the R&B
the R&B. Yeah.
So what was the first one then?
Here I come. Yes, again.
No, that's the one I like. The first one. That's the one I like.
Yeah, but you said you like the R&B one too.
No, I like the first one. The first one where he's singing on it.
Yeah. Time to get it started.
That's the one I like. I don't remember the second one.
I'll send it to you.
Oh God. Yeah, that second one trash. No,
It's like
it's not like you're trying too hard.
my friends, my girl. Uh-uh.
No, no. And then the fact they would, no, hated it.
Think
One of
of
the,
it.
one of the worst theme songs in TV show history. If that be yes,
I don't remember the second one.
Oh shit! I'm gonna send it to you right now, Sean.
No, LaRue was a duo. It's not just a girl. It was a guy and a girl on it. The guy that's in the group, Ben, that's the one that's married to MLIU. It wasn't just a girl.
mm.
Things of
I gotta hear the second one. I don't remember the second one, yo.
I just sent it to you.
I was going to say, be glad you don't remember the second one.
Wow.
I'm gonna send it to you too, Q. I got you. And it's like a black and white.
I
They
don't
all
remember this thing too. What? This was for season 3?
yeah, season 3 to 5. For last 3 seasons.
I don't remember this one at all.
Yeah, you good. You
Wow.
good.
Why did they change it?
Because every '90s show had to have a sexy version of their theme song going to the 2000s. That sexy R&B version, like Smart Guys, Sister Sister,
That's crazy.
Moesha.
I didn't even remember that one.
I didn't like Sister Sis. I didn't like Sister Sisters either.
No, I love the Sister Sister one.
Mm.
I love that. But the smart guy one, the Bad Boy Trackmasters esque one.
Yeah.
That was trash. That
Then you
I
had
didn't like that one either.
the Sweet Pea rapping and shit. Finally got a job, Jody. I'm rapping on theme song, Jody.
Is Diddy gonna spill the beans, or is he gonna end up like? I
Man,
think
diddy.
if his defense has to prove attorneys have to prove that, huh? Anyway, so
I said diddy.
that's like his defense has to prove that they all were willing in what they were doing. Because if they're all willing, he's not going to jail for that. But if they have to prove that he didn't do no wrongdoing and that everybody was at those parties willingly. You know what I'm saying? Because if they all come out and they find out that like he was holding people against their will and doing like underhanded things to like for a contract, then he's gonna go to prison. But they have to prove that everybody at those parties were doing it willingly. So we'll see. I don't know. There was a girl that came out and they said that she was lying. They found out that she was lying.
Of course. A lot of people once I saw Cassie, they want to make up fabricate shit. That's what they always do. Some of them fabrications though. Of course they're gonna say they lying. That's not to disregard the victims, the real victims though.
Yeah, but what are they lying for money or what are they lying for though?
It's always for money. Always. Money makes the world go round.
That might be another way he get off. If they find out like these chicks were lying, he's getting off.
Right.
I don't know about all that though. I don't know about all that.
You don't think he's gonna get off?
I don't know. I don't know about all that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna
If
let
they
it.
find out if they find out that the females were lying and the people at the parties were doing it willingly, he's getting off. He's getting off. Now the other, if anything, the worst he could do is what? Maybe a year in jail for something for the drug thing. He might not even do no jail time for that.
Yeah, he's not. He's really
You know what I'm
not.
saying? So
Mm.
it all depends. That they have to. Hopefully they find out that everybody's not lying and that what they accused him of was true, and they lock his ass up forever. Because even if he get off, I think his image is ruined forever anyway. After all of this.
Oh yeah. What I have a theory. If he does get off, what he's gonna do, He's gonna lay low for like a year and some change. He's gonna come back with a new business venture and some shit like that. Then he's gonna do
No,
an
by
interview.
who? What
No,
what
let's
label's
listen.
gonna sign him
Listen.
eventually?
I'm not talking about label. I'm not. He's gonna do some new business shit. Then he's gonna do an interview where he's gonna talk about his what he's been going through. That's how he's gonna get the public's attention. This is the theory if he does get off, though.
No, they're
Yeah.
not. I don't think they have sympathy for him because a lot of people hated him anyway, even before this happened.
Hey, they hated a lot of people, and then they also become buddy buddy and shit. You know what I'm
This
saying?
ain't like OJ when OJ got acquitted. There's people that still hated him after that.
Man, OJ was a different story.
You know,
Oh,
they. I don't think he's ever gonna recover from this. I think this is it.
This
If he
is
can get
it.
off, he could go to like another country and settle down. Some. I don't think America will embrace him again. I think this is it for him. I think he got to go to like another country.
This is it. Make no mistake where you are. This is it. That song was stuck in my head when you said this is it. All right. But yeah, man. But I'm actually gonna end this off right here because I gotta get up at a certain time tomorrow. But this has been a fun ass day, full of videos and albums and everything like that too. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. we're gonna talk about the Jamie Foxx show, another WB classic right there and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we can't wait to talk about that one. As for next week, I got some heat for next week. I'm thinking of doing Ghostbusters 2 Thursday night
All right.
and stuff like that. So it'll probably be the same time like we did because like I'm off Thursday and Friday of next week and shit like that too. So that'll just be perfect right there. That way I can know I can stay up as long and Mike can get off work. That'll give us time to get ready out and do our shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, what new albums are coming out Friday? Any new albums?
I don't even know. It's coming on Friday.
Got you. Got you. Because I'm not. I'm gonna like look through before I do the schedule. Because
Isn't the weekend dropping this month, right? Is it this month or next month?
I heard it's next month.
Next month? Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
true. Because I know one album I do want to talk about next week is Kid Capri's The Tape album. I do want to talk about that one.
Oh,
Oh, you like Kid Capri too, Mike?
I've never listened to his albums to be real with you.
You just made it sound like, oh wow.
No. I was clearing my throat.
Oh, okay. Oh, I knew I heard something, but yeah, okay.
yes, I love Nightmare on
Um,
Elm Street. Classic. My favorite franchise, horror franchise.
Oh, speaking of Nightmare on Elm Street, I am getting the 4K steelbook. It should be coming in the mail Friday.
Nice. I saw people with that already. It looks crazy.
Yeah,
They need to
I hope it.
re-release. They haven't put the whole series on 4K yet, right?
No,
Yeah, we need that. We need a
yeah,
4K
yep,
box set. Just how they did with the Jason series. We need
yeah,
a 4K. I mean, set.
yeah. I agree. I know I got the first. I think the first two. I think Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
But
When did it go downhill? It went downhill with the last one. with part Freddy's Dead was terrible. I did not like that.
I've never seen Freddy's Dead.
Never saw Freddy's Dead. Skip that
No,
shit. That
you
that
said
shit was bad. Skip it. The way that they killed him off was so bad. I'm like, yo, this is terrible.
Freddie's dead. That's what I said.
Yeah,
That's the only.
I love 4 and 5 because 4 and 5 had like Alice and Dan and her friends from when they graduated high school, and then they went off and Alice got pregnant by Dan. Dan gets killed by Freddy. She has the dream child. The dream child killed Freddy. I love 4 and 5, and I actually saw them in the theater back then. Dream Warriors was great. It has like a cult following now. That's like, a lot of people consider that the best sequel in the series. Patricia Arquette, when she was younger, she was in that. It was great.
yeah.
Larry Fishburne, he was in that when he was younger also.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Freddy's Dead is like To me, the only bad one in the series. I didn't like Freddy's Dead at all.
Hmm.
Yeah, Debbie's death was all of them. Kincaid, he got killed in like the first 5 minutes of the film. In the Dream Master, that was bad.
Wow.
All of them was bad. Yeah.
Oh well. Hmm. But other than that, anything y'all want to say before we head out?
Tomorrow I got a live stream at 8 p.m. on my channel with the homie Darrell D, hip hop and comics. That's what we're gonna be doing. So more like an introduction to how we got into comics and hip hop. He's a hip hop head. You know, he's a collector as well, like us. And that's just gonna be our introduction. And then we're gonna be on like every week or so. You know, covering different comic books. You know, different comic stories. You know, the Marvel Civil War story and DC's Flashpoint, you know, stuff like that. So, and then we'll show off some of our comics. I got like a box full of new comics. I didn't show it on the collection grid today, but I'm gonna show some tomorrow. So look out for that.
Okay. Nice. What about you, Mike?
Let's see. I'm gonna probably this weekend. I'm gonna drop the Walmart on about video. There's like a lot of new releases that came out just this past Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. And then I like all October, I'm gonna be doing like horror movies and stuff like that. Too. One of them is I am going to do a movie review on the 1980s The Fog.
That's great.
That I want to get into, and then um, there's other horror. Maybe I might do a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1. Too. I might review that one as well too. So yeah, just be on the lookout for
Nice.
horror movies. It's horror movie month. Halloween, one of my
Yeah.
favorite um the holidays and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I got some coming up, and me and Mike is gonna do Bram Stoker's Dracula from
Yeah.
1992. We're gonna do that as well. Long overdue, and I finally got it on 4K thanks to Mike. So can't wait to review that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch that this I might try to watch that this weekend too.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, without further ado, I'm gonna let y'all go for the night. We done 2-hour videos tonight. I'm tired. So
All right.
I'll see y'all niggas later on. I'll talk to y'all niggas later. Peace.
Peace, Mike.
Peace out, y'all.